Elsa, can you tell us a little bit more about Dawn and Dusk, please, and what we do here?
Certainly we can, can't we, Shane? So Dawn and Dusk was created back in 2022 by the two principals of Dawn and Dusk, set up principally to offer accommodation to senior dogs. Dogs that maybe would end up in a refuge for the rest of their life because they're deemed not popular, not adoptable. So Dawn and Dusk was set up to be small, to give quality rather than quantity, and to let these dogs live a wonderful life for the rest of their life, whether that be palliative care for a short time for a dog, or whether it be for years and years, as long as the dog needs it. So that's principally what Dawn and Dusk is about. Older dogs, quality care, great food, medication if we need it, and lots of cuddles.
And do you ever offer dogs out for adoption?
The aim is not specifically for that, but yes, if we can find a perfect home for any of the dogs, sure, and we have actually done that in the past. But if the dogs are to live here for the rest of their life, that's absolutely fine. That's the aim. But certainly if anybody takes a particular liking to a dog and we think that it's a perfect match, then we will. Yeah, that's a win-win all round. So this is Cheyenne. Cheyenne's 17 years old and has been with us here at Dawn and Dusk for 2 years. Cheyenne used to live outside in the woods with several other dogs, and unfortunately her previous owner had to surrender her when he needed an operation and then subsequently had to go into accommodation. So she came to live with us and will hopefully be here for the rest of her life, which we hope will be a very long life, and is very, very happy, as you can see. Lovely, happy little girl. We're a team of volunteers here who come here most days of the week to walk the dogs, to spend time with the dogs, to clean, ensure they've got a nice environment, do a bit of cuddling, essentially give them a home from home as much as possible.
So can you tell me, how many dogs do you have here and what kind of environment do they live in?
Okay, so presently in the barn area where we are today, we have 5 dogs. All have varying different needs and personalities, and they have a continuous open door policy, so the dogs can come and go as they please, with a huge field with an amazing view out there and a terrace where they can come and go as they like. And then inside they have the sofas, they have their own individual beds with heat lights, so there's this barn set up for them. One of the dogs, particularly here, one of the long-term residents, Mitch, he needs the door always to be open. He has particular needs, different from the others, and so they can come and go as they absolutely like, and they all rub along really nicely together. Then we have different areas on the property for other dogs who have differing needs. We have one who lives in one of the fields, in a lovely cabin with heat lights, and some of her children. And we also have a quarantine area should a dog come to us and have need for quarantine initially, or if we have an ill dog, we have a quarantine area for that. And we do actually foster dogs, or take dogs on from time to time, and you can't just put them into an existing setup with these dogs, so we need to have the flexibility for all our dogs. So basically we're just catering to the needs of each dog, and if they can live in here together, that's great, but if they can't, then we adapt to whatever needs the dog has. We have a vet who will come to the property, so the dog doesn't have to be put under any undue stress. For perhaps more complicated matters, more complex situations, we also have a local veterinary surgery where we can take the dogs. But our local vet certainly takes care of most of the dogs' needs in their own environment, so it's much less stress for the dogs. They all get the best quality food that we can afford to give them, and it seems to make their lives a bit longer. They come here looking like they're on their last legs, and then they decide that they're having too much of a good time, and then they just go on forever. So.
Okay, this is Una, who is the vet who comes and visits all the dogs here, which is a lot less stressful for them than having to go in a car and to go to a surgery. So I'll let you take it from here.
So this is Mabel. Today we're gonna just do a little checkup and cleaning of her ears.
You try to burn me down, but my spirit just refined like a phoenix from the ash. Find my strength from within.
We also take on orphan puppies that can come to us from various places. For example, there was a litter of puppies that had been dumped in a bin in August, 30 degrees, and so we took them on from day one and do whatever is necessary. If that includes bottle feeding every couple of hours, then so be it. We also take on puppies from other ASSOs, but fortunately for us, the bin dog puppies were placed in beautiful homes by another association after we'd had them for several months. So we try and be as flexible as possible with the puppies that come to us in whatever guise.